9 months of semen retention, guys, it has changed me. Again, you could say it has changed me again. I say that because I've made a video about this when I hit 200 days, when I hit 150 days, when I hit 100 days. Like, it's changing me. Well, yeah, but it keeps doing it. And I just hit 9 months, 275 days today on this streak. And it's changed me again. I'm going to talk about that from that perspective of this streak. What I'm learning, guys, is semen retention is this constant game of killing off an old version of yourself and replacing it with a new upgraded version of yourself, and then doing that again, and then doing that again, and then doing that again, and doing it again, until pretty soon you're like 9 months in, you're like, dude, I don't even recognize myself. I don't even recognize the version of me that I used to be and who I've become. It feels like a day and night difference. Like me today doesn't recognize the me 9 months ago. And it's because along this journey there have been so many death and rebirth along this thing that's just like, frick. It's changed me into another version of myself again. And I've talked about this in past videos, but every 90 days, guys, you do another cycle where your semen fully matures. So it takes 90 days for your semen to fully mature. So like, if you're wanting to go make a baby, wait 90 days, you're gonna have a healthier baby, you're gonna have more energy, you're gonna put more life essence, life force, better genetics into that child, better DNA into that child. But if you think about the power of that, it's like, okay, you have the life force to do that, pump that into a child. You can hold on to it and let that circulate through your body. And what does that do for your consciousness? What does that do for your vibration, your frequency? It does a lot. It does a lot for you. And the more you start to hold on to this energy, what I've been experiencing is that my frequency is raising, my consciousness is raising, and in the process, I'm changing. My desires are changing, my outlooks are changing, my personality is changing, who I'm showing up as is changing, my priorities in life are changing. So like hitting 270 days, guys, that's 3 of those 90-day cycles over and over and over. That's 3 of those cycles. So it's like, okay, every one of those is like a rebirth, new living energy circulating through your body, and then it gets exponentially bigger and bigger and bigger. And when I finally hit 275 days here, guys, what's happening is, and it's not like you hit 270 days and you're like, oh, that's another 90-day increment. Whoa, now I'm feeling this, or I hit 180 or I hit 90. No, it's not that, but it's just observing these changes in yourself. Like, I'm so much more aware of life and reality. And like, when it came to 90 days, I started to make these shifts and these priority changes, and realized, oh, I was planning on moving to a different city and in like a spot where the dating culture is really good, and just like focusing on that and having fun, whatever. And then my priorities flipped, they switched, and it's like, no, I'm actually gonna move the other way. In fact, I'm gonna move closer to my team, my employees, everybody that I work with, and I'm going to go all in on myself for a year, and go all in on a company, and like rebuild myself and work through a lot of shit. And my life has gotten exponentially better from that decision. It's like, that was like a version of me that died, and I replaced it with that next version. As you go along, guys, you just that just keeps happening. It's like, oh yes, early on I was very obsessed with like the physical benefits and the physical things that I was going to experience from semen retention and like all that stuff, and it slowly starts to become more about the internal process, the internal changes. And guys, the internal changes are actually like the good stuff. That's the good stuff, the internal changes. Because your external will always mirror back your internal, right? Your external is always going to mirror back the internals. The internal changes are the things that are really calling the shots in your life. I'm sorry, they're really what's creating everything. So that's why I say, again, 9 months, 270 days semen retention. It's changed me, again. It's done it again, because this keeps happening, but I keep liking the version of me that I continue to turn into more and more and more. It's like you get to fall in love with yourself a little bit more. I'm more optimistic. I'm happier and like more content. I'm less lonely. I feel more like a kid again, guys. Like that kid-like wonder has come back, that excitement, that joy. And like, I'm not gonna say it's always around, because like, you're working through shit, guys. Like, the deeper that you go on this journey, the longer you go, the deeper the healing goes, the more stuff that you're working through and healing. And it's not always pleasant, it's not always comfortable per se. But that's the stuff that changes you. You know, it's funny, a lot of that stuff comes on the flat lines. So I've seen a lot of comments about guys going through these flat lines, and it's like, I don't even know if it's working, this is really shitty, like, bro, this sucks, how long does this last? It's like, you may want to switch your perspective. Like, bro, be grateful for the flat lines, because that's where the most healing and change is occurring. That rapid healing. It's like, so I look at it like this, guys. You jump on semen retention and you save up all this energy, and then eventually your body gets enough where it's like, yes, we finally have enough resources, energy to start making some real changes around here, to get out of the way. And then it starts to deploy that energy, and like, you start to work through shit, and you're like, this really sucks. It's the equivalent to what's called a Herxheimer reaction in just health and healing, when you start to detox so fast that you get sick because your body like can't even keep up, because you're changing so quickly, you're detoxing so quickly. That's how I look at flatlines, guys. A flatline is your body's finally doing the internal work and making some changes and rewiring, and guess what? You're gonna detox. You might have a dopamine detox. You might not feel very good for a while, and then you get through that. And you're like, oh, I did it. I feel like a new me. And that in and of itself right there, guys, was a little bit of a death and rebirth. That little thing right there, that flatline. And then you get more energy, start moving through, and you're like, I feel like a new version of myself. And then guess what? It happens again, because you hit another flat line, because your body hits the next level of energy to work through the next layer of stuff. This is semen retention. So yeah, 9 months just changed me again, because I feel like I've made it to like this next level. It's like another wave of consciousness. It's like another wave of healing energy. Another death and rebirth, so to speak. So maybe that's some encouragement for you guys. It's like, if you're going through flatline right now, just keep in mind, like, that's some of the most meaningful healing to this practice. Enjoy it, flip your perspective on it, get excited that that's actually happening, because that is that's where the best benefits really coming. Anyways, I just want to come on here, guys, and share that 9 months has been a pretty big shift for me, and I've only got 3 more months here till I hit my ultimate goal of hitting 12 months, which is pretty cool. So hopefully get some value out of this. Let me know your perspectives, if you have found that your semen retention journey, your streak has been changing you as well, and how is it changing you? Is it more internal at this point? Is it still more physical? Mindset shifts, personality shifts, maybe your baseline emotion is more peace. That's been a really big one for me, just feeling more peace, more optimistic. Maybe you're more willing to take risks on yourself. Maybe you're showing up more confidently. Maybe you're aiming this energy into your career and seeing cool benefits, and you're making more money and seeing, you know, all these opportunities everywhere. Like, what does that look like for you? How are you aiming that at your life, at yourself? Let me know in the comments. There you have it, guys. Hope you got some value out of this. That is day 275. Peace, love, abundance to you all. Catch you later.